it's so sad because it does a little squeaky like, you're killing me.
The battle before he changes to his final form. It's like, you haven't even seen my true form. And Gems! What the hell, Dragonfly? I'm not doing your job.
Gosh darn it, you asshole. I'm never happy. I sacrificed myself that way you could live. Apparently he runs from a little baby dragon.
Ah, son of a bitch!
But, oh my god. It's like, we're finally at the boss. Come on, sweetie.
Why are you running away from me? Alright, we're coming for you. My entire battle consists of me running. And running. Come here, you son of a bitch. Why are you running away from me? I am but a tiny dragon. Ah! I almost had him. Forever. My nose itched, and I stopped to scratch it.
Where does it itch?
Where?
Oh, it's shrinking.
So I have to do it fast enough. Holy shit. I think the total amounts are supposed to end up adding to like.
I think we already went past the total amount we need to fight. What's his name? Nasty Minion.
Yeah. Oh.
Because I looked it up at some point.
Cause see, there's him, and none of those are open. At least the balloon guys are still there.
Get your Mises.
Oh, I need one more.
There you go. And it's so sad because it does a little squeaky like, you're killing me.
Confronting Nasty Nork. Yeah, see, like what?
It's the final battle.
I have the feeling like this is not the final battle. Like it's the battle before he changes to his final form.
What's this, Dragon Ball Z?
This is 90s video games. They all do that.
Oh.
Perhaps you'll defeat me. I show my true form. Oh, that's what it was. It wasn't final form back in the day. It was true form. I think Dragon Ball Z was the final form. And then freaking video games were all... it's like, you haven't even seen my true form.
Oh yeah. I'm in the boiler room. Are you gonna come up behind him?
I don't know, I'm kind of confused as to how this level is laid out. I do like that they kind of make like a level that you go through in the enemies there. Oh, is that a dragon over there?
Oh no!
Oh, it's one of these assholes. Where is he? Oh, it's windy. Oh, it's super windy. Oh, that's what this is for. Oh, I run super slow. No! Oh, you son of a bitch, stop it! Fucking running into everything. I was like so catching up to him.
Whatever, you're such a fucking liar. It's like, blow fire on him!
Oh, why would it let me?
There you go!
Oh, yay!
Yay!
And he gave me a
got
key. What the hell's the key to?
I don't know.
I see nothing else.
But I did see treasure out here to the right.
Yeah. Okay, that's that. Oh, hey.
Let's... Oh, another one?
Another asshole with a key. And gems! Gems! I'm not gonna catch him first round. I do feel like I'm in a boiler room though.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, just fall off the fucking edge.
Oh, that's gonna be fun chasing after him.
Right?
Oh, this is where that ledge is.
Ah, I got it.
Haha! Yay! Go get those gems back.
I know, I missed like, what, 2 of them?
Something like that. Or I think it was just that one.
I thought I missed one up here.
You grabbed it
Oh, did I?
as you were running.
I don't like running on here.
It's
I need to find a keyhole.
oh, there it is.
Oh.
Okay.
Like, I had the feeling he was gonna shoot me with something or...
Run! Chase after him.
Oh, he freaking ran off.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said run.
What the hell, Dragonfly? Not doing your job. God, I hate these.
Dragonfly saying, "Gosh darn it, you asshole! I'm never happy. I sacrificed myself so that way you could live forever."
Somehow I have a feeling I am gonna have to chase him down there, so I'm gonna go ahead and get gems. Because I'm gonna get distracted as I'm running.
Just help.
Okay, there he is.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, how long is this fucking level?
Right? How the hell did he get over there? I gotta go all over around this shit.
He ran super fast because he's out. Pussy. Come on. Whatever.
Alright, let's chase your ass down.
Apparently he runs from a little baby dragon.
Ah, son of a bitch!
But oh my god, you do have to chase him down.
Damn. I don't know how I'm supposed to catch him now.
Hit him with fire! Myrrh.
I did! Why did you do that?
No, you just...
Ah, son of a bitch! Oh, there's nowhere for me to jump out to!
Nope.
Oh, seriously? They're gonna make me do this shit all over?
Did you save somewhere?
Yeah.
Where?
Right before I started going after him. See?
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you were talking about the other guy.
We're just gonna chase your ass. Hopefully we'll get some of these. I'm like, if it's just gonna be a big circle, I might as well. See if I can flame him.
Shoot! Oh. Shoot!
I got it. I feel like I'm slipping or something.
Okay.
Like I'm not going exactly to him. That was bullshit.
Oh my god.
Maybe I have to actually hit him.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, like run into him?
Yeah.
No, because you tried that the first time and remember you got hit.
Well, I think I tried to stop and shoot him with fire, but I don't know.
Okay, we'll try it.
Because if I miss him, maybe he'll stop and then I can shoot him with fire.
It's like, we're finally at the boss! Come on, sweetie!
No, not fair! Stop running so goddamn fast. Why are you running away from me? I thought you'd be attacking me.
Okay, Ray Romano.
Like, is there something else around him? I'm not seeing.
The only thing you can think of is because there's elevated areas and stuff, if you fly ahead, like drop down and take the lower level while he's running and get in front of him.
Yeah, no, I'm like... What the hell? Every time I'm trying to shoot him with fire, he just like stops.
Wonder what would happen if you just stood at the ledge until he came.
Weird. Okay, so he's up there. Oh shit. Look, he already ran away.
Let's go on the ledge.
Let's go backwards. See what he has to say about that. You dick. Okay, so that's what happens there.
Oh, wait a minute, what's... Turn around. What's through there?
That's where I came from.
Oh.
See
Okay.
that room that he was in?
Okay.
Is there mice in here?
Yeah, because you have no dragonfly.
Where is the mices? I thought I saw them earlier.
Yeah, I think they're in one of the boiler room thingies.
They sure do want me to run a lot in this one.
Yep.
Alright, we're coming for you. Son of a bitch. Somehow we're gonna get you. Oh shit. My entire battle consists of me running and running. I'm like right behind him.
Remember, jump when you get to that little platform thing instead of running into it. Here. Jump! Oh. You died. But you're saved.
Yeah.
So low.
Come here, you son of a bitch. Where are you? Why is it so fucking hard to get to? Why are you running away from me? I am not a tiny dragon. Ah! It fucking fell.
Oh my god. This is gonna be so much trial and error.
And I bet you there's like one thing I'm forgetting to do or something, or that I just don't know I'm supposed to. Like, ah, shit. Because the thing that annoys me is that, like, when I try to jump and then hit him... Ah! I almost had him. Stay forever. Forever.
Forever!
Okay, so my thinking now is that I'm supposed to run, like, by the side of him like I was doing right there.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's starting to run away, I have to shoot him in the back. Because he's got armor on. And
yeah.
I'm thinking that's why I can't hit him.
Okay.
If I'm coordinated enough to do that is another story. That was not fair. Ah. Okay. Ah. My nose itched, and I stopped to scratch it.
Was that what happened?
Yes.
Oh. Why don't you just tell me it'll scratch your nose? Where does it itch?
Where? Son of a bitch.
People are gonna be like weirdos. Whatever.
Oh my god. I swear there's points where I feel like I'm so close to him, and then what the hell, I'm like way behind.
I think there you need to kind of jump off. When you're at that little ledge when he kind of stops.
Ooh, I can do a double jump.
You can?
Kind of, when I'm running like that. And like, I could probably just keep going to the things. But see how he, like, when he starts going uphill, that's when he loses me. See, what the hell?
Super. That was where you were supposed to jump, but you didn't do it. on. You got this, sweetie. Oops.
Okay. Is there something around here? Because I'm like, I'm trying to hit him. I'm trying to shoot him.
What's right there? Turn around. Turn around. Oh, that's him. See, that's the ledge you're supposed to jump off onto. Jump off onto him. Blow! Oh my god. Mer!
Did they save after the... No. Ah! I'm like, I can't be doing this terrible. But I am. I finally got it with fucking fire!
Did you?
Yes! See, it opened that. Okay.
Oh.
Alright, we'll go get the rest of these gems before I go get him. I should have been this whole time saving after I got all the gems and still had a dragonfly. Ah, shit. So I don't do shit like that. I don't even know why we
This
care
organ
really
music.
about...
What?
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know why we even care about the gems, but...
I know, we're to him. We're at him, like... Oh, you got the... Did you get the full amount of gems?
I don't know, I think there's probably like 100 more.
Oh, okay. Okay, go through the... Oh, save!
Because if I look at the inventory... Yeah, so there's like 100 more.
Okay.
Oh, hell. Damn! I better not have to chase him
Evil.
to this bullshit.
This is evil! What the fuck?
Oh, what the fuck was that? I did not understand that. Ah.
Look. Oh, it's
Oh.
shrinking!
Oh, holy hell. No. Oh.
Oh!
Oh, so I have to do it fast enough. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Why do I have the feeling that I gotta do this?
Oops.
No. Ah, no! God damn, it's hard. No, ah, that's bullshit! I got stuck in the middle.
Oh my god.
Well, we're gonna end up hating this game.
Yes, we are. Hurry! Hurry! Get him! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
Is that the end?
Yes!
Sorry I took so long. I kind of forgot about you.
What about Ganasty Ganork?
Nasty Nork is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to pick up.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
Yay! Oh my god!
We're done!
Freaking game!
Finally! Oh my god, this game. I didn't think it was going to be this long of a game, to be quite honest.
I did. I didn't think it was going to take us that long to get through it. I'm like, oh my god. I'm crying. So much. And there was like, I'm proud of us because we didn't miss all that much, I don't feel like.
Yeah, I don't think we missed much other than like maybe 2 dragons and like a few gems here and there, but still.
I mean, and I really did enjoy the game itself. Like, as long as we didn't go too long on like certain plays, I'm like, okay, I have to take a break like to get like some stuff. But there's a lot of things that I really like the flying levels I do like, but those take a lot of like trial and error as opposed to the other ones where I can explore and let me go figure that out. That ending boss fight thing was, oh my god, that was annoying. Like, I don't even feel like he was a threat. He was just irritating to try to like chase down.
I'm like, honestly, for someone who's supposed to be big and nasty and like actually like captured all those adult dragons, then why the hell is he running away from
the tiny one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Like,
this is kind of like, I think the story is really convoluted. I don't know. I don't like this one. I'm gonna err on the side of probably controversial. People are gonna be like, "How dare you? How dare you, Meowgid?" And I'm gonna be like, I honestly, it's cute. Don't get me wrong, it's cute. But playing this game was, the story is convoluted. It's a lot of like puzzle work, but on top of that, you're having to like navigate. On top of that, you're trying to like have to jump and fly, and it's like, it's so much.
Yeah, I do think they did accomplish a lot back
But no
then.
sheeps.
Right.
No sheep returning home.
I bet you it's going to start us at the very, very beginning and tell us like what we're missing. No? Oh, what's that?
Oh.
Nasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Nasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will not open until you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
Oh, you evil
Really?
bastards. So that's what that was.
Do we even bother?
No. So, like, this is the kind of...
Like, this just kind of seems like the shit kicker at the end.
Yeah.
Like, why would they do that to you? Like, what if you don't want to get 100%?
Well, that's why, like, nowadays games call this, Game Plus. Like, where you get to play for the rest of the game, but, like... So if I wanted to, I could go back to the very, very beginning. And then I would collect just the things that I'm missing. Or they would start me again from the very beginning, but I'd have, like, all the items and stuff like that. Which I don't think this one does. I think it's just kind of the, like, continue going until you find everything and, 100%.
And that's kind of annoying.
Yeah, see, like, this. And so, like, there's, like, stuff that we missed and things that are, like, I'm not too, like, oh, we gotta get all that stuff. But, like, it's, like, things that are, like, easily missed. Yeah, we missed this part. So, like, see, yeah, like, I missed that because I didn't know that was there. But somebody in one of the later levels told me about that. And that's the sunny flight. So, yeah,
You mean we have to make all the flights?
we have to get 100% on all the flights.
Oh
100%
my
everything.
no. No.
Yeah,
You're
so-
not finishing this.
No, so I'm gonna try one time through this just to like, but like yeah, I did like when games started kind of doing that, where the end of the game isn't technically the end of the game, but you can like continue doing stuff. Like they do that a lot in RPGs where you defeated the big bad guy or whatever, but you can kind of walk around the world and interact with people.
No.
No, this is just like.
How
continue doing
dare
shit.
you?
What?
How dare you? You don't compare that to the RPGs. I was about to talk about that, and then you're all like comparing it. No, it's more of a contrast. Like, yeah, this is just wanting you to get 100%. In RPGs, you can still like actually like be in the world. It's not that you have to get like 100%.
Yeah, they just let you roam around. And
Yeah,
stuff like that. You get
which
to
I
interact.
like.
Yeah. See, this is just like continue doing whatever you were doing so that you can get that. Aww. But yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I'm all getting mad. How dare you sully the name of RPGs with this bullshit?
Yeah. But I have to say that back in the day when like 3D games and things like that were coming out, like to me this looks really well, and it plays really well for like
He plays
beginning
himself
time.
like a kitty.
The beginning eras, I guess, of like 3D gaming.
Uh-huh.
Like, because remember old 3D games where like the characters, like, I mean, this one they're blocky, but they used to be like super blocky, and like the idea of going from 2D to 3D was just like, what the hell. So it's kind of cool because you have like levels and like areas that you can fly to and things to explore. And I think it was a good idea that they like made things that you could collect because it made you kind of explore the world. Like, they didn't just build the world and you kind of went through it and it's like, okay, what's all this shit over here? But I didn't pay attention to it because I was just going straight.
Yeah.
You know? I am kind of looking forward to the second one to see what they did, like as improvements, because there's some things about it that like really bother me about like the way he shoots fire and like jumps into things.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I don't like how he jumps. I don't.
Yeah,
'Cause
his
he
jump
jumps
is really
forward, and it doesn't like.
Yeah, it's like a really weird jump.
I don't know, like.
I feel like he's being lifted and put up instead of like actually jumping or whatever. But
Yeah, like.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, we'll have to see what it is in the next one.
I hope they like correct a lot of the little.
Yeah, the little nitpicky things that like, and I mean, we didn't really run into that many glitches per se. It was mostly like, oh, I did this, and then like something weird happened, or like I was like, oh, this thing didn't come back. It's like, well, because I was standing on it and I didn't know that, you know.
Yeah, there were glitches.
Yeah, I am glad though that we.
Well,
were
there
able
was
to put
that
this-
one about the jock.
Yeah, where like I killed him and he didn't get all the way to the end.
Yeah, so.
So I mean that's kind of a big glitch, but like
That was a pretty big
I'm-
glitch.
kind of sure not everybody got hit like right off the bat. So they were like, as long as they don't do that, you know, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know, there's some things that people get away with because they're like whoever's gonna do that. It's like, well, me, I did it. So yeah, but I am glad that we were able to put this one as a win, and hopefully the next is it 2 of them. Is it 2 or 3?
It was Year of the
It's 2.
Dragon,
There's-
and it's Ignited.
I think Reignited is,
Reignited.
is the trilogy of these 3. So it's this one, the second one I think is Ripto's Rage, and then the third one is Year of the Dragon. And then so the Reignited is the trilogy of those 3 all together, like remastered with like cooler graphics and stuff.
Oh.
And I really want to get that one too because it does look really nice. But then I also run into the same thing, like going back and playing it now, where I'm kind of like, I gotta go collect all this shit, you know. And so maybe at some point I'll go look at the maps and be like, hey, let's collect all the rest of the 100 and whatever. But yeah, I'm like, I don't see myself doing that right now. I'm like, I don't. And plus, I have no idea. I'd have to go back and start watching the videos to see, like, I got that, I got that, I got that, and start marking them off. I mean, the last time I did that, where I had a map while I was playing, was when I was playing Breath of the Wild for Legend of Zelda. I was trying to collect all those little beans or whatever, the seeds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
See, that's a fun game.
Yeah.
I like that one. You know what it is? I like it when there's, like, pretty stuff in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'm not knocking the graphics on this game, but I don't like the monsters in this game. Like,
The monsters are really weird, like...
The monsters are just kind of, like, hodgepodge, like... Yeah, they're, like, comedic and stuff like that, but...
They remind me of frogs.
Yeah, I'm not interested in the... I don't know. There's nothing in here that makes me go, ooh, I want to play this. Like, really. Like, there's nothing pretty or creepy looking. Yes, I love creepy looking stuff. That's why I'm in a Castlevania. Because the monsters in that get, like, super creepy and interesting looking. And the fact of that it's not just, like, plain gems that you pick up in that one. You can actually pick up items and, like, different items. And you don't always get them by killing the thing, so you have to kill them multiple times. And you can unlock certain, like, playthroughs later on. I like that stuff. I like grinding, don't get me wrong, but I like to have, like, a bigger meaning behind it. Like,
yeah, like,
why do I want to get more treasure from the thing? Why do I want to get 100%? Because I honestly don't think, after the fact, what do I get from getting all the treasure? Is it worth it? In my mind, I'm going, not really, other than the numbers. And I'm like, numbers don't interest me. I don't care about that. However, if I'm able to unlock this game playing as Nasty, then I'd be interested in that. And that's what, like, Castlevania would do. They're like, unlock the iron, the old iron axe suit, and you could play the whole game in that. It's something, you know, I need a bit more incentive to do
I think this one would have been nice if they had, like, the whole things that, like, this is the bestiary, and this is, like, the other, like, these are the actual dragons that you're saving.
Yeah, like, if they had, like, an actual list and, like, explained what each dragon did and had, like, a more thorough story behind this game. I think that's what it interests me more, is when there's more story behind it. Like, if they actually had story behind the enemies even.
Yeah.
Like, in the bestiary, each enemy has kind of a little excerpt thing that kind of explains them depending on, like, their ability. I'm like, that's interesting to me.
Yeah.
This, not so much. This, I'm like, I can't.
I do like the games where you collect stuff and like that, things like that, and it.
I like those games
because there's one that I want to play also. It's called Croc, which is kind of one of those kind of like you platforming and collecting things throughout the world. But I don't like his character as much, like, as I like Spyro, even because he's got the little attitude or whatever. But like the abilities that I have to be able to like float around a little bit and stuff like that. Which Croc, you kind of are just this weird crocodile that like stands upright and you like jump. And, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I do like this one because he cleans himself like a kitty cat. I don't know. I like the idea of the dragonfly. I think though it's kind of mean that he sacrifices himself for you. I don't know.
Yeah, well that's the part that kind of like is weird, because it's like it's a visual way for you to tell how much health you have, I guess. And you're the one that gets hurt, but the dragonfly is the one that goes away. And you know, I don't know. It's kind of weird on things
I don't know.
Like that.
It's kind of weird. I think there's a lot of holes.
Yeah.
And the ideas of this game.
Yeah,
like,
there's some things that just don't like. Yeah, like
it doesn't
why are
make
the flailing
sense.
guys?
Like,
and the
I
guys
still
with the
don't
red
understand
hair?
why the dragonfly is linked to you. Don't understand. Why is that a thing? I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
That I have a visual representation of our health, but at the same time, I'm like, what's going on? There's not even a like. Did they explain at the beginning and I just wasn't paying attention?
He says he's all, remember to take care of, what is it, Sparks or something like that? He's like, he protects you, and I'm like, well, I guess because you get hit.
But that's it. That's all it tells you,
and
right?
Yeah,
it doesn't
really
explain why you're linked to it.
Yeah.
Like,
I just like that he picks shit up for me when I'm walking by it.
Is it sad that I kind of want more of a story?
Yeah.
I'm like, I do want a story. I do want to be invested in this. I really do. I want there to be more of a story than a big bad comes and captures all the elderly dragon, puts them in stone, and you have to go and collect treasure and free them and then beat the big bad guy. I need more than that.
Yeah, and I think I think that's what I expected when we started, was that there was going to be a little more story throughout.
Yeah.
But every time we ran into a dragon, it was kind of like, hey, we did this. Oh, cool. That's it.
And they didn't even really, and when you free the dragons, they don't really explain, like, some of them will explain, oh, you can press this button and it'll do this, and but they'll be telling you after the fact that you've already figured that shit out, and you're just like, okay, that information would have been good in like the first 5 dragons or so.
Yeah.
You know, the very beginning dragons. But we're in later worlds where we've already traveled to a world and they're already like telling us, hey, or them giving heads up about enemies that we've already encountered. I'm like, we already encountered that enemy. There was only like a couple of times where those dragons told us something that it was useful to us, like, and it was mostly about the ramps and like how to jump and get to areas and stuff. But that's it. That's it. I'm like, those dragons should be telling you a story. They should utilize that to tell you a story and put together a bigger story.
Yeah.
I kind of want more of like a Phantasy Star Online thing where each dragon is like the communicator and like explaining you the story about like all the horrors that Nasty's doing, or maybe even explaining this magical world a bit more, or maybe giving you the background behind you and Sparks. Or, you know, like, stuff like that.
Yeah. I like those when it's, like, it's embedded in there. It doesn't feel like it's forced.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, hey, this is what's going on, like, kind of things. Which, like, even though I'm supposed to be collecting the dragons here, every time I saved one, I felt like it was forced for them to tell me something.
Yeah, like oh.
We gotta get Nasty Norik. Okay. And then
the elderly dragon has to say something. Insert usual prattle.
Yeah.
And then insert usual snarky reply from teenager. You know, like it's like it was kind of like.
And the only one he actually did that was kind of like, oh yeah, let's do it. Was it? What is he like? He's like, I gotta believe, and it's like,
but
okay,
it was really forced and hammed because that dragon was criticizing him.
Yeah.
And all up until this point, he's been snarky with all the other dragons. I'm like, dude, this guy's actually putting you down. He's calling you, like, he's being ageist. And you're not coming up with some snarky comment. No, you're going, I believe, unless he's being sarcastic, but it doesn't sound like a sarcastic tone.
Yeah. You'll hear that little I gotta believe again when we play Parappa the Rapper, if I'm able to get that one to work.
I believe.
Yeah. I don't know. But I am glad we got a win. I'm hoping we get wins on the next 2. I don't think we should have too much of difficulty, as like it's challenging for these games, but I feel like it's more geared towards kids that want a challenge. So there's like some progression that you have to make, but it's not like I can never beat this like some of the other games that fucking come out now.
So do you think like they didn't involve a heavy story because they didn't want kids to be off put by it? Because I do love that the way it is now, the biggest draw for this game is that it's cute.
Yeah.
That's it.
I do think it was like kind of kids oriented, because at that point it was still games are for kids when we were growing up.
But when we were growing up, okay, we got the hardest stuff when we were kids. I'm totally gonna be ageist in this.
Yeah, I think that's the thing though, is like the earliest games were the quarter munchers, and so.
But no, that's not what I'm talking about though. I'm talking about we were given the adult-like video games and expected to handle it. Like, we were given stuff that was really complicated, really difficult, had really heavy adult-oriented storylines that were really like it was complicated on multiple levels. Like, the graphics weren't like as in depth too, so you're expected to figure things out by the shapes that you're given. You're expected to matrix ideas from, like, you know what matrixing is when you see an object and your brain automatically like fills in the rest. You were expected to do that because graphics weren't good back then. like your brain automatically fills in like all the details to explain why does it look, and then it doesn't end up looking crappy to you, even though it was like not that state of the art. And then, but then they would put like all these long stories, and they would put so much work into it. And then this, I'm like, it's cute, but it's just graphics.
Also the thing too, though, is we used to get a lot of exposition outside of a game before we actually got to a game, which is like something that like originally happened because they had limitations of like how much text you could do, because nobody wanted to sit there with like lines and lines of text on a screen like reading before they got to play. So a lot of times you'd get the game manual and it would have like a little story in there, and like
I'd read
maybe
the shit
a couple
out of those game manuals.
Yeah, and then like a couple little things like how to play, which we technically didn't get here. And if you play games nowadays, they kind of like stick that all into like, this is the first level, we're going to teach you how to play the game while you finish the first level, you know. Push this button to do this, you know, press this button to crouch and crawl under things. And
you get like
stuff
actual
like
tutorials
in the games. Whereas back here, it's like, yeah, here, have at it. The whole thing was somebody got kidnapped, this and that, and then, okay, here you have the ability to fly and shoot fire. Figure everything else out. Maybe we'll tell you a little bit here and there. Which, yeah, I mean, it was limitations of things back then, but then also doing things for the first time. Like, that's what I was saying. It was like, I think it's a really good thing. Then later on, you see other games like start coming forward with more, like, here's cutscenes and things like that, like Tomb Raider and like Resident Evil and things, you know, where you're going through a world and things are like, you're affecting the world, whereas in this one you're just like, I got this, okay, now I can get this, now I can get this. It's like it doesn't really affect the overarching world, just you have more stuff. Whereas in like Tomb Raider and, okay, Tomb Raider, I have to go pull this switch so it opens up this area, but once I get to this area, now I have a cutscene where I'm going to interact with this guy and things like that, which these ones don't have, because it was kind of like, okay, we don't know what we're doing, but we got this to work, and, you know, I'm pretty sure maybe at one point they thought, like, hey, let's put in cutscenes or stuff like that, and then just couldn't get it to work, or just something like that, because it's still early on. So that's why I'm hoping maybe the next one will have more story driven, because that one's supposed to have like a new bad guy character, and I'm thinking maybe there's more interaction there. Because like even when we play like Crash Bandicoot, it's like, you know, basic what the story is, but as I've played it over years, I still have no idea what's going on. I'm like, I'm just collecting apples and stuff like that. So, but I really do like Crash Bandicoot 2 also. So I guess we'll see once we get to those. So. But this has been Versus a Game. Win for us.
Yay!
Yay! I'm the Minion.
And I'm Meowgid. Meow meow meow. Bye guys!